Hello plant community, thanks for tuning into this channel. My name is Pam and I have a question for you guys. Specifically for those of you who are new to this channel, I am curious and anxious to know from you, why do you love Hoyas? Why do you love Hoyas? Why do anyone love Hoyas? I feel that this beautiful plant community, including myself, there's 3 different reasons, give or take, as to why someone would love Hoyas. One could be the actual leaf size and texture. 2 could be the veination of the leaf. I love a good veination in a Hoya leaf. And then, of course, what's a Hoya without the blooms? So today, you guys, we're going to cover the blooming aspects of these Hoyas. So I'm going to share with you the Hoyas in my collection that has bloomed, that's possibly in the midst of blooming, or has blooms on it right now for you guys to see. Each and every Hoya that I'm going to show you guys, like I said before, does not have a bloom on there today for y'all to see, unfortunately. If I'm not 100% sure, honestly, if I have any photos of some of these blooms, but if I happen to have some that I actually took a picture of my plants, I will share and show you guys what the blooms look like. Now, it may be a long one, you guys, because I pulled them out from in here, outside, as well as inside my home in the dining room, and I didn't realize I had that many Hoyas actually that's bloomed out of my collection. Now, I haven't really counted how many Hoyas I actually have in my collection, you guys. I would say roughly, definitely over 40 Hoyas to make a mention. So what I'm about to show you is just a very small percentage of that amount that I do have. I don't like really counting my plants because I think the number might make me feel overwhelmed, if that makes sense. But yeah, this may be a long one because I definitely have over 10. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Now, guys, before we actually go into these Hoyas, if you have not, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That helps me out. I appreciate your support and I thank you in advance. Okay, so really quick, I'm going to start because I have some on the floor and a table in front of me, and it's a doozy. But let me start with this one right here. The first one we're going to talk about is my beautiful Hoya Leoni that I've had for 3 years now. And I like the way that I have her. She's not on a trellis. She's just basically on a bamboo stake. And I kind of want to have just my tree of hearts. That's what I'm calling her. And I like the way that she's growing. But anyway, she has bloomed for me, not quite often, but she has bloomed for me at least twice since I've owned her. And her blooms are, I don't remember it really having a fragrance, so to speak. And I don't recall them being very short-lived. I think I did put a photo of what the bloom looked like on my Instagram page. If I have the picture, you guys, you will see it. If you don't see a picture, that means I don't have it, and I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, so she's only bloomed twice, and she's never, this is one of the peduncles, old peduncle, and the other one is actually right here. But she has not, and when she did bloom, I want to say that was probably about, had to be at least a year ago, and she hasn't bloomed since. So I'm hoping that she will come back and bloom for me once more. And yeah, it's actually, oh, it's another one right here as well. Did I show y'all that one just already? I can't even remember. No, I didn't. I showed y'all the one up here. So yeah, from what I see, it's like 3 peduncle growth points. But even if she doesn't bloom anymore, the plant is still beautiful nonetheless. This plant that I'm going to show you guys, I think I shared with you not too long ago. I can't remember what social media platform I used, but she had just bloomed a few times. I think I may have put this one on my Instagram too. I'm not sure. I probably did. And her blooms has fallen off since, but she has started to rebud up. And this is my beautiful Hoya kalista Falla, you guys. This is what, if you look closely right here, that's what the beginning forms of the peduncle looks like. And she actually has one here. A small one, you really can't, I don't know if you can see, it's budding up right there. And also, let me see, here, here, and then there's one here that's actually coming back. But there's also two peduncles down at the bottom here underneath these leaves that you guys can't see. It doesn't look like, from what I can see, that anything is producing, but the three that I pointed out, she is starting to rebud, so hopefully she will also open up and give me some beautiful blooms, which will really go nicely with this. But what, with the leaf, the veination and the color of the leaf, what I have noticed as well too, her blooms do not hang around that long either. And when I mean not hang around that long, I'm talking about like 2, 3, 4 days. Because some of my Hoya blooms will last for maybe a couple of weeks before I actually see them drying up and starting to drop down. So that's what I mean by that. This next Hoya right here, you guys, I've only had her for a short period of time, but since I've had her, this will be her third time blooming. She's a beautiful bloom. The only downfall for me when it comes to this plant is she does not give me a full whole head of a bloom. And what I mean by that is, you know how the peduncle will form and it looks like it's about to give you a bloom, but then they'll just blast off or fall off. That's kind of what she's doing. She'll give me the beginning stages of what you can see as far as a peduncle, and we'll get to a point where it will bud up multiple buds, but a lot of them will blast off and I'll only be left with one or maybe two actual blooms to actually look at that will actually get to the final stage. And this is my Hoya multiflora, flora, the shooting star one. Right now she is currently in bloom. She just opened up a couple of days ago, you guys, and I really love the blooms, you guys. It's so beautiful. I wish I can actually get a whole chunk of it so I can actually see them in flight, you know what I mean? But I am very appreciative to get the two or one that I have, so I can at least say, okay, Pam, you've seen one in real life. Because sometimes photos, it gives you a general idea, but it doesn't do its justice when you actually have it in your face. And let me see. Yeah, I never, you know what, I never even thought to smell it. I think all the times that it has bloomed, probably because only just been one shooting star, but it doesn't even smell like anything to me, at least. But who cares? It's so dramatic with the bloom. You really appreciate it, and against this just regular plain Jane green leaf. It's just a beautiful plant. I have my water bottle, you guys, and I gotta take a little sip. Reason why, we are currently, in those of us that live in the United States, we are having some form of a heat wave here and there in certain states, and we are definitely having it. We've had it for the past couple of days, actually. And this is a sidebar. No, don't have anything to do with the Hoyas. But I'm just explaining to you, I got the door shut, and it's getting a little hot in here for you guys, for me. So I gotta keep in mind to stay hydrated. You too, for those of y'all that are experiencing the same kind of heat temperatures I am. And also too, but it's actually been so warm, I think it's dried up. If you see any of my plants wet, like I said, some of these plants was outside and I had just recently sprayed them down and gave them some water. So some may not look like, they may not look as hydrated. They could look just fine to you guys. You know, I'm always the one that sees the imperfection in things for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, moving on. My next plant, this one is also a plant that's slow to grow, but she has bloomed for me about like 3 times already. She has peduncles, but she has not bloomed for me yet this growing season, which is fine. But she did bloom for me several times throughout last growing season. And this is my Hoya WTI, the verata. You guys, I really love her. She is a slow to grow one, and she has peduncles right here. And right here. Did I just show y'all that? And she also has one here. So I keep watching. Actually, this one too. You may see, okay. Now, I don't know if she's going to actually do anything. If y'all see the tips, it's really light green. I don't know if y'all can see that. She's starting to form something, but she is an iffy one too. Sometimes she will bloom for me, which is a very beautiful bloom. She's a juicy bloom too, because her bloom is like really, it's really sticky. I don't know if all the blooms do it. I just noticed if they all do it, she does it the most because it's noticeable to me when she has bloomed, if that makes sense. But, and I can't remember if she has a scent or anything like that, but she's definitely bloomed for me. My next one, I'm actually trying to, okay, I can't see the Hoyas for the leaves. All right, this one, she's bloomed, give me a sec. This Hoya has bloomed for me twice, but she has produced the peduncles several times, just never produced the actual blooms that she's blasted off. And this is my Hoya Leoni. I do love this plant very much. Oh man, it's cobwebs. Spiders outside was actually, not spider mites, but the spiders outside has been actually protecting the plant. She has, I'm going to show you, you could probably see it right here. See that? You see this long? This actually is an indicator how many times she tried to bloom. And this is something that you don't want to cut, you guys. I think when you cut those peduncles, even though it hasn't done anything, it's kind of like setting the clock back for your plant. So I wouldn't recommend you doing that. But I'm looking right here. Oh, this is exciting. I don't know if she'll open up. That's the thing. See that? Can you see that? I don't even know if it's focusing. It's so tiny. But it's a little peduncle that's finally forming. Whether if it comes to fruition, I don't know. But it does give out real dark colored clusters, and then it will finally open up. That's if the rare times that it does. And I want to say that she's done this for me at least twice, where I was able to actually appreciate and admire her blooms. And her blooms also does not stay around long. At least they haven't for me. This next one I'm about to show you, I've had her in my collection. I want to say what? I don't know. This might actually be the third year going into it right now. And this is my beautiful Hoya Hindu rope. And I want to okay. Now she's actually trying to form the blooms now. This is actually her third time, I want to say third time blooming. And I just gave her a drink, but I wanted to share with you. And that's only because it's been really hot, like I said, outside. And I've been trying my best to monitor my plants outside during this heat wave. But I want to share with you guys and show y'all if the camera is picking it up. You see how wrinkled her leaves are? She was extremely thirsty. And I'm so sorry for doing that to you because, you know, I usually be up on top of my watering regimen when it comes to you guys, but work and life gets in the way, and sometimes I just can't make it to you in time. So I apologize. But anyway, she will look more familiar like I guess most carnosas blooms, smell-wise and everything. And she actually, I'm sorry, I'm up there multitasking. I'm like, picking at the plant while I'm talking to y'all. This right here is actually, I think it might be a peduncle. I'm not even sure. May not be. I'm not sure. But each time she's bloomed from this same point, which is why I say don't cut them, because you cut it and it would have set her back, and I probably would have been waiting forever to actually see her bloom again. So if you appreciate those blooms, leave those friendly reminders of where the peduncle had formed, and not cut them. So this plant right here is going to be my Hoya Fungii seedling, you guys. She's only heavy because I got her in this cash pole. But look how beautiful and big she is. She has definitely formed a lot of peduncles. And she's bloomed for me maybe once. I want to say once, if not twice at the max. But she has definitely did a lot of peduncles. Let me take her out of here so I can hold her up. This cash pull is heavy, but she's getting heavy too. Oh wow, yep. Look at her. Look at the root system, you guys. She's coming out through the pot, but I'm not up potting her at all. So yeah, I think she's loving the life. But anyway, right here you see peduncle. I'm trying to point them out where they were. I don't know if you can see here and like right here. She has formed multiple times. There's also some other peduncles that I can't point out because it's kind of like intertwined up in this garden beautiful goody mess that we got going on right here. And she'll fall off or blast off or won't mature to its fullest potential. But when she does bloom, she is adding to the beautiful green aesthetic, the shape and everything of the leaves. I'm trying my best to not really talk too much about the plant in detail because we're here specifically about the blooms. And y'all know I can be a talker, so that's kind of like a little challenging for me. So the next one, she's bloomed. Another one that has formed. She's another one. Wait a minute. She's another one that's formed many peduncles, and she hasn't bloomed. She's bloomed for me twice. Not a prolific bloomer. Very prolific in developing the blooms, but not actually finalizing the bloom. And this is my Hoya Inesa. Very beautiful plant. And her peduncles, let's see, it's actually here. You see it? And here. So it fell off, didn't it? It sure did. Well, I can't do anything about it. I didn't cut it. It just fell off. So hopefully it don't set her back. But she does have a couple of them. But they do look dry. That's what I've noticed. It look dry and more like a woody stem form. I don't know if that's the reason why it did not come back. I really can't say. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. Every time I say, okay, I don't see one, but then I'm starting to see like a beginning one. They're always hidden underneath the leaves where you can't see it. Do y'all see it? It's right here. See that little green? So they start off like a lime green and it'll come into maturity, but I don't know. I don't know if she will. They do that quite often. I'll get excited. It's like, I'm not going to get excited this time because she plays games. You know, she'll see my excitement and I'll be like, are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? And she'll be like, girl, I ain't going to do it. And I'm like, why you ain't going to do it? And she'll be like, because I don't feel like doing it. I mean, so I don't know. We be going back and forth, but, you know, but I hope she does. I hope she blooms, man, but I don't know. I'll wait and see. And she's bloomed already. I'm hoping that she'll bloom again so that I can be mindful to show the photos or share with you guys in the future. Let's just put it like that. Now we're kind of winding down and we're going to get to some actual, I guess, blooms that we could actually see. But okay, before I start show you this other plant real quick, I do have another plant that I won't be able to show you because homegirl is in quarantine because I've been dealing with mealybugs with her and I kind of didn't want to risk bringing her in here just to show you guys in fear of infecting the rest of this plant goody jungle that I have going on here. But anyway, it is my Hoya Leoni snow caps, the one that I usually have hanging right here up on the wall. If you notice, there's no plant there, and that's because I just took her down and I'm just starting to treat her. So I just want to make sure her leaves are really good, and I'm going to give her another spray down again, probably with my alcohol, water, and alcohol, water, and Dawn spray dish detergent solution, and just make sure she's good before I bring her back into this climate. So, but she doesn't have a bloom currently, but she does bloom for me quite often, or at least she started to bloom for me, I want to say since last year when I changed her out of the pot that I had her in and I put her in a self-watering pot. Once I did that, it seemed like it woke her up a little bit and she started promoting more blooms or blooming for me, period, across the board. Now, this one right here is my Hoya Croana Black. Very small specimen, you guys. Very tiny specimen, right? But she has formed blooms for me after bloom on this one peduncle right here. Now, she's a small cutting, but she must be a cutting of a maybe possibly mature plant where she was able to give me the blooms. And her blooms is similar to Carnosa, which is very fragrant. And her blooms also remind me of, it's similar to the Lacanosa, I would say, as well. So I don't know how related they are in regards to that. But yeah, this is one. Now, my other Hoya, I have four more. Okay, this one right here, I took this baby outside, one of my favorite oldest Hoyas in my collection. She's one of my oldest Hoyas. She's probably one of my first, at the time, what we considered a rare Hoya, and that's my Hoya maafala, albo, verata. She's getting big, you guys. Okay. Guys. Woo! She gets so heavy she almost fell out my hand. And she is another one that she's bloomed where I've actually seen the blooms twice, maybe 3 times. And she has, look, but she does this. She is another one. She does exactly this, and I never get to see them pop open. So I'm not going to hold my breath with it. I just wanted to share with you and show you what the beginning stages of her look like. She'll start out like this, and then eventually get to here, where she will eventually open up. Now, I can say, since I put her outside, it's just reinforced her to go ahead and bloom. So this is the first time that I've actually seen her do multiples at one time. But she has done a lot of blooming attempts for me, and she's actually bloomed, like I said, twice or so. But she has several peduncles that I can't really, I don't even know if y'all can see. Like, oh, come on, plant. Like these two right here. The ones that y'all see right here, of course. And she has, I don't think, not a lot, but it's one more that I do see, but she's nestled inside of here. It's just too much hassle to bring her out. And guys, sidebar, put her outside. You see all these? I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do. She's grown wild. This with that. This one too. And then, like I said, but she has a lot, all of her peduncles are roughly in this area, if you can see. So I'm hoping that she will open up at least one of these. I mean, we'll see, right? If she does, I'll share with you guys. Man, she's getting heavy. I had her for almost 4 years, so she's definitely getting heavy. Okay. My next one. This also I'm about to show you my Hoya Crimson Queen. My Hoya Crimson Princess, you guys, is also another one that is a prolific bloomer. Both of them that I have, or 2 of them that I have outside, they bloom for me a lot of times. I actually forgot to even grab her and bring her in here. but the blooms are similar to the Hoya Crimson Queen, which I have her right here. Oh man, she's getting heavy too. And I just wanted to show you guys. So, she's another one that's oldest plant of mine. I've had her for almost going on 4 years as well. Sheesh. This is one of the Hoyas I would consider more of a common bloomer for me, that would bloom more frequently than probably all my other Hoyas, with the exception of one that I'm about to show you. But this is what the blooms look like if you're not familiar with it. Very beautiful pink with the white. And outside of that one, she is actually forming some. So I kind of wanted to show you guys. Let's see. I wanted to show y'all the beginning stages. So this is what the peduncles start looking like, little berries. And then as they get a little bit slightly matured, they start looking a little dark in color and they start turning into that. Then they get even bigger and they start to form into here, which is very pretty, I think. And then give her a couple of days from now, she'll pop open and she'll be good. But I want to also share with you and take this as an example to show you guys what I mean about, you see where the bloom is right here, but this space right here, this is the multiple times she has bloomed. This right here, she has bloomed a lot for me, you guys, and in various places. And she's heavy. And I'm not even mad at her for that. I'm going to show y'all, she's another one right here. This one is without a bloom. You see the stem right here? That's how many times she's the length of that. That's how many times she's actually bloomed. Tremendous. And I'm not mad at her. And, you know, another thing that I've noticed about these, the Crimson Queen, is the pure white leaf, you guys. You see that? It's amazing to me because these leaves, they don't fall off. I've noticed they don't fall off for me. Like, see right here? And I think it's because maybe she's getting so much light. There's no need for her to discard herself. Does that make any sense? But, like, I have another one up here. I can't even really show y'all. That's pure bred white. And she's been on the plant for quite some time. Like, you have this one. This has just a subtle, I know I'm going off topic, a subtle with a little hint of green. Y'all see that? But for the most part, she's white. But she's a beautiful plant nonetheless. The plant I'm about to show you guys, you know I've probably showed y'all 1,000 times already, even though I've only had it for such a short period of time. I've had it slightly over a year. But this plant, hands down, is like one of my top bloomers. She just don't stop. She will bloom throughout the year, which is amazing to me. I don't know why this girl ain't tired. She should be taking a sleep, a little nap. But she's not. She's just, she keeps going. She must really love what I give her. And she's rewarding me with it. And that's my Hoya Croana Super Silver, or whatever name they give this plant, you guys. She's like one of my favorite. And I wound her, I wrapped her up at the top because I want to try to get her full. But look at all of, you see, it's not opened yet, but she will open. You see look at all of these. Look at, so it's 2 right here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are you anywhere? Wow. 10. It's a small one right here. 11 and 12. For such And she's trailing too. She's what I would consider like a medium-sized specimen, but she is definitely loving it. And when she opens up all the blooms, you guys, and I have her sitting on one of my clear shelves that's affixated on the window glass across from me, at night when I come in here, especially if this door is shut, and I walk in here, it's like such a heavenly, sweet, calming aroma that's throughout the entire sunroom. So strong, yet refreshing and relaxing, quite relaxing. I really love this plant. I admire her. She's everything that I could have imagined and more. I really love this plant. Now, because sometimes you guys, sidebar real quick, I be doing my videos and then I realize at the end when I'm finished that I forgot to show y'all something and I couldn't put it in or whatever. So I'm doing a look around to make sure I have all the plants. But before I show you the last one that I really love, the Hoya look or the bloom, because it looks so different out of the rest of the Hoyas that has bloomed for me, I wanted to show y'all something. Okay guys, so before I show y'all this last Hoya that I have, this is another Hoya that I wanted to share with you. Now, I've never experienced it, but I wanted to show y'all just in case she does the same and not actually open up. And this is my very first one. I know I have two Hoya Wilbur graves, but this is the very first one that I brought. So far, I don't think I've had her for a year yet. I don't think so. And she's grown probably like 3 leaves. And she's actually forming a peduncle. This is my specimen, the Hoya Wilbur Graves. And I don't think I'm going to actually get to see it. You guys, y'all see that peduncle? It's like the beginning stages of it. And honestly, like if you look at it from the side, I don't know. She looked like she could form, but I don't know. I feel like she's going to fall off. I'm not sure. Oh, and I just see, oh, she's doing good. I'm seeing where she got 2 little baby leaves going here and 2 going down the bottom. So, yeah. And I probably need to take her out of this thing, but I'm just not ready to. She has like this one root sticking out, but she's not like root bound in the pot or anything. So, I'll probably just leave her alone and leave her be. But I wanted to share that with you guys so you can see what it looks like. Now, my last and final plant is another plant that I'm probably working on. I'll be coming up on a year shortly. It's one of my newly acquired Hoyas. Since I put her outside, she has did multiple blooms for me. She bloomed once inside as well, but me having her outside just opened her up, and I really love this plant so much. Such a beautiful spot. I'm so glad I brought this plant. And this is my Hoya Nuna. I'm about to show you. This is a cross with the David Kamingii and the Hushkiliana, man, which is probably why I love this plant so much. 2 Hoyas that I love combined to make this baby here. What's not to love? But you guys, I can't even, let me bring up, look, well, let's give you any indication. And she has multiple blooms, you guys. I want to show you the very beginning stage of the bloom. Give me a second because she is so intertwined down here. I don't want to shoot, there she goes. I don't want to snap her. So I'm going to show you what the beginning phase of the bloom starts to look like. This right here. See that? Green little grape-like buds. And then it goes from that to actually turning into that. So it's changed from green to like a light yellowish type of situation. And then when it gets fully matured, they will open up. And I have 2 down here to show y'all. Sorry, you guys. See if I can hold her up. You see that? Isn't it beautiful? And what is amazing, you guys, this smells just like butter or butterscotch candy. I kid you not. I can sniff this all day. It kind of reminds me of that old school buttery popcorn smell that you would smell when you go to the theater. Or that old-timey, not old-timey because I still love butterscotch to this day, but those hard candies you would get when you went to go visit grandma. It smells so good, but I just love the color. Now, they have been on here for a couple of days, so I can say she does last for at least, for me it seems like she lasts at least a week before I start seeing her start to, decline back before she actually fall off. But it is heavenly. And just, guys, first of all, let's look. Look at that with this color. Gorgeous. I mean, she goes on and on. Like on and on and on. And when I bring her back in the home, I probably will hang her on this door because I had her hanging on this, my rod by the window right here, but she is such a statement piece. I feel like she needs to be by herself. No introduction required because she just gonna be bam in the room, in your face, taking up all the place in the space. I don't know, but I really love her so much. So, yeah. So I don't know, you guys. Let me know what Hoyas in your collection has bloomed. What Hoyas in your collection is doing what I've been experiencing. Forming peduncles, getting you excited, and don't produce anything. The ones that gives us on the edge of our seat in mystery. What if? What will you be? What will you smell like? What will I see? So many questions to answer, but yeah, comment below and let me know. I'm interested in y'all Hoya lovers, and I'm hoping that maybe me showing some of these blooms, some of these yummy, beautiful blooms, will encourage someone out there to say, you know what? I used to think Hoyas was boring and dull, but now I'm understanding what the crave is about. And I encourage you to actually try your first Hoya. You won't be, I don't think, disappointed. But yeah, so thank you so much for hanging out. If you watch this video to the end, because I know this is a long one, give me the word bloom at the end. And yeah. Like I said, if you love foliage as much as I do, you love listening to planty things, definitely subscribe to this channel. Push those thumbs up. Push them up, you guys. It's helping getting my channel out there. The more thumbs up y'all do, the more it'll tell YouTube, hey, people are liking this person and we want to share this person with some new people. Trying to broaden my plant community, because this plant community is great and I'm having a great time doing what I'm doing, talking to y'all guys, communicating with y'all guys, words of encouragement, things like that. And I want to add more people to the party so we can all get together and have a little party dance. But yeah, thank you, you guys. Enjoy your day wherever you are in the world, and keep in mind, if you're dealing with this heat, stay hydrated, please. Drink water. If you're giving her water, give yourself some water. And trust me, this is coming from a person that don't even like drinking water, but I'm drinking it, so you should too. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy y'all day. Bye.